Good evening, one and all. This is Maharasan on behalf of Computer Society of India, Coimbatore chapter. Today, we all have gathered to hear from Mr. Alvin Gifford, a student of the final year Electronics and Communication Systems, and he'll be sharing his experience about the role of artificial intelligence and machine learning concepts in our everyday life. And so this session will be, a one where a student who has, got a lot of accomplishments will be sharing his knowledge so that others will also get motivated and they'll be able to form special interest groups. And now I hereby request our Vice Chairman, Dr. Venkatesan, to welcome the gathering.
Good evening to all of you. Welcome to all attendees and distinguished guests, members of the CSI Coimbatore chapter, MC members, and office bearers to the insightful student meeting aimed to explore essential artificial intelligence and machine learning concept for a practical problem-solving application. I express my gratitude to the organizing committee, speakers, and participants of dedicated enthusiasm in making this event best possible. More specific gratitude to KGISL Managing Trustee, CEO, and KGCAS Secretary, Deans, and HOD, ECE, and Director Placements. The importance of AI and ML is highly significant in today's technical landscape, emphasizing their role in the revolution industries, enhancing efficiency, and addressing the real-time challenges. The outline objective of the meeting is to have a deeper understanding of everyday problem
Dr.
solving.
Venkatesh, please hold on. Dr. Venkatesh, I request Jaswadhani is your Krishnamar. Jaswadhani, could you please go on mute? I request somebody to disconnect her otherwise. Thank you. Yeah, please proceed.
The highlight the significance of today's landscape, and the objective is to explore the application in everyday's problem. Briefly, the agenda of the meeting mentioned in the key topic sessions, activities to enrich the learning experience of our expert speaker, Mr. Alvin Gifford from KGCAS, and also the lead of Google Developer Students Club. We encourage the active participation and interaction from all the attendees to learn the maximum outcome of this learning environment. Conclude by expressing optimism about such a valuable insights, knowledge to the participants will gain from this meeting, empowering them to apply AI/ML concept effectively. And I would like to thank the Coimbatore chapter office, Mr. Durvesh, and organizing others. And we expect a great learning from this. Over to the MC desk. Thank you. Maharasan sir, MC.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Now I invite our chairman, Mr. R. Saravana Kumar, to address the gathering.
Iniyam Alai Vanakkam. Good evening, everyone. On behalf of CSI, or Computer Society of India Coimbatore chapter, I am delighted to welcome you all to this special webinar on understanding key AI and ML concepts for everyday problem solving. AI and ML are rapidly transforming our world. These technologies are no longer confined to research labs. They are being applied in various aspects of our everyday lives, from recommender systems on e-commerce platforms to spam filtering in our emails. In this session, our speaker Alvin will demystify key artificial intelligence and machine learning concepts and demonstrate how they can be used to solve problems we encounter daily. This is a fantastic opportunity for all of us, regardless of technical background, to gain a foundational understanding of these powerful tools. Whether you are a seasoned professional, a student, or simply someone curious about the potential of AI and ML, I encourage you to actively participate in this session ask questions, engage in the discussion, and gain valuable insights from Alvin's presentation. Before continuing with a speaker introduction, I would like to share the topic of our next session, which is scheduled on Wednesday, the 12th June at 6:30 p.m. With our commitment towards empowering the differently abled, our topic for our next session would be Empowering Vision, Technology, Tools, and Strategies for Academic Success by Mr. Karthik, who's an eminent trainer for visually challenged and is passionate about the betterment of differently abled communities. He is also a visiting lecturer at Government Arts and Science College, Avinashi, and has presented national and international level papers on differently abled communities. He would share his insights on how technology can break down barriers for visually challenged students. He would also be briefly showcasing examples of how commonly used assistive technologies like screen readers and text-to-speech softwares could be effectively used. Once again, a warm welcome to everyone. I would like to thank Alvin for his willingness to share his knowledge with our esteemed CSI Conference Chapter community. Now, without further delay, let me hand over to our MC for the proceeding further. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you,
sir,
sir.
for this special address and welcome address. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Mr. Alvin. Soon we'll be handing over the session to you.
Yeah, okay, sir. So, good evening, everyone. I'm very delighted to welcome you to today's webinar. And I am Alvin Clifford, and I'm thrilled to be here with you today to explore the fascinating world of what is artificial intelligence and machine learning. So, in today's session, it is all about understanding the key concepts of AI and ML in our everyday problem-solving life. What is AI and ML? AI and ML are not just buzzwords anymore. As they are transforming industries, businesses, and everyday lives, from healthcare to finance, education to entertainment. These technologies are revolutionizing how we solve problems and make decisions. Throughout our time together, we delved into the fundamentals of AI and ML, discussing their practical applications, exploring how these technologies can be leveraged and tackled into real-world challenges. So, whether you are a student or a field of professional looking
Mr.
to
Alvin,
expand your, yes, sir.
sorry for the interruption. Now we can start
Yeah, okay,
presenting.
sir.
The
Yeah,
privilege
okay,
is-
sir. I guess my screen is shared over. No?
Yes, Mr. Alvin, it's visible.
Okay, thank you, sir. So, if you are a student or a professional looking into your skill sets, expanding your skill sets, or interested into the impact of AI in our daily lives, this webinar will be very essential for you to gain your valuable insights for everyone. I encourage you to ask some questions and engage with the content, and I take away my practical knowledge that you can apply in your own domains also. Once again, thank you for joining us today. And without further ado, let's dive into the session from now onwards. So, understanding key of AI and ML concepts in our everyday life. So, let me ask a question to the audience now. So, any of you can answer, or I'll be answering this. Is AI more powerful than machine learning, or machine learning is more powerful than AI? Okay. So it is actually there are some power matters, and AI and ML are often used interchangeably in these days. What is, for example, AI? It refers to a broader concept of machine learning, that is being able to carry out tasks in a way
Sorry,
we could
Alvin,
consider
sorry,
it as
sorry to interrupt. Sorry
smart.
to interrupt.
Sir?
Alliance Tools and Hardware, could you please mute yourself? Alliance Tools and Hardware, could you please mute yourself? If you're unable to mute, then we have to remove you from the group. Thank you. Please proceed, Alvin.
Thank you, sir. So what is AI? AI, it refers to a concept of machines being able to carry out tasks in a way that we could consider it as smarter. And what is machine learning? Machine learning is nothing but it is a subset of AI that refers to algorithms that allow machines to learn from data to and make decisions or predictions based on the data what it has learned. In terms of power of what I asked now, is AI more powerful or ML is more powerful? AI's power, it is because it has a broad range of techniques and approachings, including machine learning, natural language processing, robotics, and more. AI's strength, it is an ability to simulate human functions such as learning, reasoning, and problem solving, perception handling, and language processings and language understanding. But in ML's power, excuse me,
Excuse me, sir.
yeah, yes.
Sir, tell me clearly about artificial intelligence.
Okay.
Gauri, hold on. I mean, I think let us have the question answer session at the end of the thing, please, so that he will be able to complete and we have ample time for everyone to ask questions. That would be better. I hope you're okay with this, Gauri, Priya.
Okay, sir, please proceed.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Please proceed, Alvin.
Yes, sir. So in the topic of machine learning, it is powerful because it enables the machines to learn from the data and improve over with time without explicit programming. When ML techniques have revolutionized industries by allowing automated decision makings and predictions capabilities. For example, in the tasks that we previously thought to require human intelligence, and in these kind of fields that ML will be more powerful. So therefore, the question that I asked, why AI or machine learning will be powerful, it is not that quite applicable as I know. ML is a concept and a component of artificial intelligence, and artificial encompasses many other techniques besides machine learning. So we have to be very broad that artificial intelligence is a way more step more taller than machine learning. As I said that ML is a subset of AI, so everyone will be more understandable now that which one is more powerful than which one. So let us see. So the difference between machine learning and artificial intelligence is it is a broader concept of accepting human intelligence like learning problems and solving problems, learning how to solve problems and take decisions. This refers to the artificial intelligence. And as I said, that subset is ML is a subset of AI that can improve from data to a real life problem solving situations. So this is the relationship between AI and ML. So now we will be seeing many our day-to-day life examples of machine learning and artificial intelligence. So here we have email spam filters, product recommendations, ride sharing algorithms, personal assistants. So we were more familiar with email spam filters, I guess. In this email spam filters, the ML algorithms analyzes the content that we are going to send and receive from a sender and a receiver. In between the sender and the receiver, there is an algorithm playing to detect and filter out the unwanted spams, that is messages, keeping your messages very perfectly and very secured. So in this email spam filters, we are going to use machine learning algorithms in our daily life. And in product recommendation systems, here we are mostly using AI as our recommended systems that will analyze your browsing. For example, when you search about a shoe in Flipkart or a watch into Amazon, you will be getting ads of Flipkart's shoes and your watches into Instagram. So this is a AI driven system. It works like that. It will be recommending your what you need and what the user needs in wherever when you are free. For example, when you are browsing into Instagram or tweeting into some other platforms, you will be getting these kind of ads that you were searching about that particular product. So these kind of data are gathered from your purchase histories, your browsing histories, and your suggestions, products, the movies you like, the movies you watch, the type of content you search for, and these data are analyzed, and these data will be shown to the user until they buy or get that product. So this kind of this concept comes under the product recommendations and the right sharing algorithms. So for example, let us take the recent right share algorithms where the AI and ML dynamically work together for pricing, routing, and the traffic management systems. So where the traffic is more and how can the customer be satisfied with the time management systems, and how can we share these rights with another person and ensuring the cost. And for example, if the area is too highly traffic, and what are the another ways that the customer can be reached safely, and how can this cost efficient role plays to the customers and in these transportation systems. And the next example is personal assistance. We are using these personal assistants in our day-to-day lives. For example, this Google, Alexa, Google Assistant, Siri, and much more. Contera, in Windows we use Contra, and these systems works in LLMs, natural language processing, NLPs, and machine learnings. These data will be pre-trained to a system that it should be understanding what these human peoples are saying. So there's a lot of data being collected by those companies like Google and Apple. So these data will be trained, pre-trained, and trained and trained until the model gets satisfied. In this generation of machine learning, satisfaction is a biggest problem of machine learning, I guess. As we are going under many kind of uh, model training methods and many kind of data are we are going to collect. So whenever we are adding unique data, it should be trained for a better outcome. So in this everyday life, we will be using personal assistance as our where AI and ML plays a major role. These will be understanding and responding to the human voices and solve our problems. For example, when we take Google Assistant, it can just schedule your email, schedule a program to what you are going to do, and schedule tasks for you, or call someone. So in this generation that we are going to get developed, it is very fast and accurate. As I undergo this AI and ML thing, the generation is going very fast, and we'll be seeing a lot of machine learning processes in the upcoming everyday lives. So the fuel of AI and ML, the data is,
Mr. Alvin,
sir.
will you be able to zoom your presentation? Few people are finding it difficult to view it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sir.
you could make it full screen. so that everyone
screen,
can
please.
see. You can share it in full
Is it
screen
is
mode,
full
please.
screen?
Great. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, okay. Sir. Thank you. Sir. So the data is the fuel to ANML. So whenever we are going to collect data, it should be in a form of structured data, unstructured data. So what is structured data? It refers to the data that is in a formatted and organized manner, which could be a predictable manner. It stores like databases or tables that fixed with schematic representations. So, for example, a spreadsheet or a database or a CSV file that we are going to handle it. So these kind of data will be coming under the structured data. And the characteristics of structured data are it will be well organized into, for example, when we take a CSV, it is organized into rows and columns, and it will be in a fixed format. So each data field has a predefined data type and its own length, and it will be easy to analyze. Structured data is easy to analyze, for example, using SQL databases or a SQL database. It will be very easy to analyze, and what is this, we can filter out or sort out things over there. For example, we are using these structured data in everyday lives like databases, tables, spreadsheets, and fixed fields. Even Microsoft Copilots are very much more familiar with handling these structured data or preparing an Excel file automatically. So this will be our day-to-day life example. And in terms of unstructured data, it refers to the data that does not have a predefined data model, or it is not an organized, proper organized manner. It does not fit neatly into other databases also. For example, when we take a text document, it will be in a different format and different text styles and font styles and text size. Into its characteristics, it has a varied formats. The data can be in images, videos, emails, social media posts, text, etc. And there will be no fixed schematic representation, or it won't be in a structured way like what we have seen in structured data. So it will be very difficult to analyze. It requires many advanced analytics techniques, like, for example, computer vision. We are going to capture the data through a camera, and it will be segregated into numbers, and the formats of numbers will be zeros and ones. It will be in 8-bit, 16-bit formats. So this kind of unstructured data will be somewhat difficult to analyze and understand. So these kind of examples can be used in text documents, multimedias, sensor data. In sensor data, for example, in this growing IoT field of IoT, the data that a sensor can capture will be in an unstructured format. It will be high, it will be low, depending on its condition and the environmental conditions. So these kind of examples will be coming under unstructured data. And the ethics of AI and ML. Excuse me, 1 minute.
Sir, it's not audible, sir. Alvin, sir.
Sir, now am I audible?
Yeah, yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So machine learning in action, where ethical considerations are much more important. The crucial it's very crucial to consider that ethical implications and of data collections and usages. It should be more private and it should be not repeated format. When data collection is in a repeated format, the model will be trained in a manner that it will be going crazy. So in the field of data driven insights, we have to collect both structured and unstructured data that a model can start working. We have to discover these patterns of how it can work in a manner, and provide additional data to a model to get satisfied. So machine learning in action. So we can see as supervised and unsupervised learning. So what is a supervised learning? These topics comes under the training ML models. How can we train a machine learning model? In supervised learning, models are trained on a labeled data. So this data is crucial, and it provides examples for algorithms to learn from the saved data, and it will be in a labeled format. Where unsupervised learning will be, the data may not be labeled, it still serves as the basics for these algorithms to find patterns. So in quantity and quality, in terms of quantity and quality, the quality of data, it should directly impact the accuracy and reliability of how A and ML models can work. It should be clean, it should be relevant, and it should be not in a repeated format. It should be in a unique model training, it where the training can be effectively used. In the base of quantity of data, it also plays a significant role, especially in deep learning, where large amount of data are needed to train a complex neural networks algorithms. For example, when we take an autonomous vehicle, so these days Tesla is coming with an autonomous vehicle. We know it learns in a deep learning algorithm only, where larger amount of data, for example, the pictures of road and the curve calculations and acceleration calculations and the environmental surroundings, these kind of data will be connected into a series, and it will be collected in a larger formats. For example, when we take a self-driving car, it will be collecting data through the environmental conditions, and some sensors will be available in that car which will monitor these temperature and all the system operational functions. It will be stored in a format, and this computer CV open computer vision will be capturing some data that will be necessary, and these data will be collected and put inside the GPU, and it should be accelerated, and these data should be trained for the vehicle to move on with the next step. So in this part, there is a lot of quantity that we require, and a lot of storage facility we require when we train a machine learning model, for example in this deep learning algorithm. And what is data pre-processing? Before feeding into this ML models, it should be pre-processed, right? This includes tasks such as cleaning the data, that is removing the duplicate data, and handling the missing values. Sometimes we won't get the data in a proper values. Some may be missed out, and we should be correcting those values. And we can, this part is said to be pre-processed for a machine learning model to get started with. And pre-processing will ensure that it is in a suitable format for the model to learn from effectively. And in the basis of training and testing, data is divided into training and testing sets. This training and is used training set is used to train the model, while the testing set is used to evaluate the model's function. The quality of these sets are now very crucial in determining how well the model will perform on unseen data. In the word unseen data, the model will be trained for a set of data where it will be deployed into another set of data that is that refers to an unseen data, and we will be seeing how a model will be effectively working in an unseen data. So data in when it comes to data, there plays a major disadvantages is data privacy. The use of data in AI in AI and ML is more important in ethical conditions such as privacy and fairness. It's crucial to handle responsible and ensure that it is used in a way that respect individuals' rights and interests. So we should be very private, and we should follow the rules of handling data with AI and ML. So in real world applications, it is predicting, for example, financial risks, optimizing logistics and automations everywhere. So these will be decision making skills and algorithms. These kind of ML models will be working in our real world applications. So for example, in a supervised learning, predicting house prices, it is an example for a supervised learning where the objective of this ML model will be predicting and selling a price of a house based on its features. So the user will be giving inputs of the features of an house. For example, when we take an house, the features might be the size of an house, the number of bedrooms and number of bathrooms, the location it has, and other features that it will be having. And the target of the ML model is to locate the selling price of the house. The process will be the training phase. The model is trained on a data set that includes both the features, that is the input, and the selling price, that is the output. The model learns the relationship between the feature and the target variable, that is the price that we are going to sell. So here the prediction model gets into the control. Once trained, the model can predict the price of a new house that it hasn't seen before. So we have this is the what I was saying about unseen conditions, that is unseen data conditions. We are training a data ML model with some kind of data, and we are going to deploy it in another data that is an unseen data for it has to respond to an unseen data. Here the prediction, once the training is over, the model can able to predict the price of a new house that it hasn't seen before. So these kind of things comes under the linear regression algorithms, where it fits in a linear model. So when a data comes, and this will be in the next step, and this will be in the next step. So the next time when we run a model with an unseen data, it can be able to respond. In terms of unsupervised examples, for example, customer segmentation, we can take here that objective will be identifying different groups of customers based on their purchasing behaviors. For example, as I said, in Flipkarts and Amazons, we are searching some products, and these products will be coming as an ad to our email or Instagram web page or blogs, for example, like that. So here the input data will be your purchase histories of the customers, the types of product you have searched for, and the product that you have added to your wish list or a bucket list, frequencies of purchases, and which month you are purchasing more, and at which month you are purchasing less. And this will be the data that is the input for an ML model. And the process of training here will be like these data sets that includes only the inputs features. In supervised learning, we took both the input and the output as the training model. Here, in unsupervised learning, only the input feature is needed. The algorithm to analyze the data and to find patterns and the similarities. The prediction phases will be there's no specific prediction phase in unsupervised learning, since there are no target variable, so there will be no output or a target variable to predict. Instead, the goal is to discover the underlying structure or the distribution in these data. So this unsupervised learning algorithm, that K means clustering. This algorithm groups the customers into clusters based on the similarities in purchases. So uh, based on our purchase and what kind of activities we go under this unsupervised learning, we will be put into a separate database column. So where our similarities matches with another person in terms of, for example, when we are saying purchasing behaviors, each clusters will be represents a group of customers who can share similarity characteristics. So when it comes to comparison, the supervised learning, it requires a labeled data, where unsupervised learning doesn't require an labeled data. It works with an unlabeled data. And the goal of supervised learning is to learn a mapping from input to output. And the goal to unsupervised learning is to find hidden patterns or a structure by getting the data. So example for supervised learning is classifications and regressions, and examples for unsupervised learning is clustering, clusterings. So in both the cases, the learning algorithms use data to uncover patterns and make some sense of informations, but they do so in different ways depending on the nature of what kind of data that we are handling right now, and the tasks at the hand we are going to overcome. So in leveraging AI and ML for everyday problem solving, we have took four examples, that is finance, healthcare, personal productivity, automations, home automation. So when AI and ML are revolutionizing various aspects of everyday's life across different domains, these technologies can be leveraged for everyday problem solving. So when it comes to finance, and these models will be working under fraud detections, algorithmic trading that follows an trading algorithm, and personalized planning for financial purposes. When it comes to fraud detection, the model can be able to solve the problem and create a solution. The problem will be detecting the fraudulent transactions in terms of finance. The transactions or transactions in real time, and in solution, this ML algorithms can analyze transaction patterns of how a person usually buys or sells transactions over industries or places, and it is potentially fraudulent activities. It will be monitoring those activities of a person for identifying the fraud detection. And algorithmic trading, here the problem might be making optimized trading decisions. For example, when we take stock marketing, the decisions what we are going to make is will affect the whole stock markets itself. So in that kind of purpose, we are going to analyze the algorithmic trading, and the solution will be AI driven only. This can analyze the historical market data and give you as a kind of decision making algorithms, where news factors that make informed to take the better trading decisions for a user that is working on. And in personalized financial planning, the problem might be providing personalized investment advices. Here now we have many AI models that can give you some investment advices and how to cover these financial plannings. And the solution will be that machine learning model that can analyze an individual's financial history. How far is a risk tolerant person, and how far he has many goals, and it will be recommending personalized investment strategies. So when we buy in this kind of property, you can handle with this purpose, and it will be giving you suggestions. So in these kind of sectors, A and ML are broadly used. And in recently in this sector of healthcare, we are developing in day-to-day life, where we are undergoing medical diagnosis and drug discovery, remote patient monitoring. This remote patient monitoring is has become a what to say, has become a wide pattern of how showing how A and ML is developed so far. When it comes to diagnosing a medical diagnosing, this AI models can accurately diagnose a disease based on the symptoms and medical tests it has trained on. The solution it will be giving is, for example, when we take images like X-rays or MRIs and patient data, it can able to assist a doctor in making accurate diagnosis and accurate decisions. So in the terms of drug discovery, where recently algorithms have been developed, uh, we will be storing algorithms based on the data that we have collected so far. In developing a new drugs and treatments, in there the solution will be algorithms can analyze the molecular structures of medicine, the interaction of this medicine with the human or an organism, living organism, and it will identify the potential effect of what a drug can do, and how it is reacting to the organisms. And in terms of remote patient monitoring, as I said, many devices in the field of IoT, that is Internet of Things, that is growing very widely these days, where we are going to use wireless communications from end to end of the world, from wherever to wherever. We can connect our personal assistant doctor to personal doctor to monitor our patient, the patient health remotely. In these places, AI algorithms can monitor the patient's data in real time. For example, it can alert the caretakers of if suddenly something happens to a patient. It will be able to give an alert to the caretakers, providing those data of what it has cost, to concern the changes, and allowing for timely interventions. So in terms of productivity, the process of automation, the predictive maintenance of predictions, and scheduling and time management, AI is far more developed in this time management systems. For example, when we take Google Calendar, we can schedule it with our AI assistant itself. So morning, I have this kind of schedule, and from this to this time, I am having these schedules, and from afternoon, I am going to have these schedules, and make sure you have a reminder on you have set a reminder for these kind of activities. This will be done by your smart assistant itself, smart Google assistant that we are using in automation process. For example, automation business, the solutions will be AI driven robotics, that is RPA, robotics process automations. where a robot can easily make decisions on its own. It comes under the process of automations. And in terms of maintenance, minimizing time and optimizing our schedules, these kind of things where AI and machine learning are far more developed. The models, ML models, can analyze the sensors data from a machine to predict its failure before they can happen, allowing for a protective maintenance. In smart scheduling, as I said, that AI is more powerful by using this virtual assistants. It can analyze your calendar and prioritize your tasks, what we are going to do in our priority manner. It will suggest some best times for meeting and activities based on your daily habits also. Uh, for example, when we take a smartwatch, it can monitor our food habits. It can monitor our health habits. So based on these kind of things, we can even make AI to schedule our meeting or whatever we want. So these kind of things comes under the personal productivity. And in home automation, this home automation is nowadays growing far more, where we are very looking very far into the energy management. The problem will be optimizing the energy consumption, and the solution will be given by ML algorithms to learn your energy usage patterns and to automatically adjust what kind of systems can be switched off and switched on based on your usage patterns. So regularly, or when, for example, when we are at home and we have implemented this home automation, and regularly I am using my computer and AC from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. and I am switching it off at sharply at 11 to 11:05 a.m. So this is a usage pattern that a model can use to develop itself. So these kind of patterns will be saved and given as the data to an machine learning model, and those kind of model will be automatically adjusting the switches on off controls of your home. This will be home automation systems. And in terms of security systems, these days we are having cameras and security CCTV cameras at home. We are enhancing this home security, where we are going to communicate with the computer vision, that is OpenCV computer vision. We can analyze who it is, and when the person has entered the room, and how far he is sitting, and what kind of activity is undergoing now, and what is the state of the person sitting inside the room. These kind of models can be used in our security purposes. And in terms of personalized home environments, the problems will be creating how far the personalized living environment is. The solution will be like AI powered home assistant. Just can it can, for example, we are using Alexa to adjust our lighting control, the temperature of the AC, and the what music we are preferring to use based on our habits. For example, when we it is trained in a habit that when we go to bedtime, it can play some relaxational musics over there. So these kind of models are available, and these kind of models comes under the personalizing home automations. So in as a conclusion of ML transforming various sectors by solving everyday problems in innovative ways, uh, from improving financial decisions making, enhancing healthcare outcomes, boosting productivity, creating smarter home automations. These technologies are making a significant impact in our daily life. So as these technology continues to advance in our daily life, day to day, there are some updations. There are many updations in every machine learning algorithms, AI models, and the pattern of training a model. Their applications and benefits will only grow. further enhancing our quality of life and efficiency across different domains. So here the bias awareness, what is responsible AI and ML that we have to know is recognizing the potential biases in artificial intelligence and machine learning. It is crucial to ensure the decision making of what we are going to teach the computer or a machine to make a decision. It should be very accurate decision where it does not causes any interruption to our organisms. And the transparency, AI and ML, the data collection, it encourages the transparency and in the development and deployment of these algorithms and models, where we can build trust and accountability on a machine. We can build trust on of 100%. We can get a result using an AI or ML model. In terms of privacy protection, that as I said, the data is very uh, privacy is very much required in data collection and data handling, that safeguarding our personal data respecting individual privacies. So in terms of privacy protection, the datas or the models and algorithms we are going to use that are integrated into our lives will be very much privacy protected. And the power of AI and ML, it is much more stronger in our daily lives, from optimizing routines to solve complex challenges. That creates opportunities that are endless. AI is always creating opportunities that are endless to the humans to work on. So actually, I read a question that was posted before the session, that will a person using AI will be replaced by AI itself? It won't happen until the person knows how to control and handle a AI machine or a AI model or a ML model. How can it can be trained, or how can it be stopped, and how can it be handled? So that kind of person will never lose his job or lose his productivity, unless you will be fine tuning those AI and ML models. And the possibilities in future will be the vision of this possibilities in AI and ML are countless regarding these days. For example, in problem solving abilities and improving the quality in every sectors. And the change that AI and ML has made in our society or in any domain, it is very curious, and people are now very adaptable and mindful to the changes that AI and ML caused to this under developing society. So these technologies are very much responsible, and we can unlock the world with new possibilities of bringing solutions and possibilities to unsolved problems using this AI and ML. So in our everyday lives, these we should be identifying opportunities where look for the areas where we can use AI and ML, where we can automate everything, where we can make the human work to be less and make a machine work to be more. So that I'm not saying that human work should be less. So when we make things automatic, and we can spend our time in fine tuning those products and how far it can be used more productively. So in that kind, no one will be losing their work and time. So in terms of solutions, when we are into perfect research and experiment with AI tools and techniques, it can address your specific needs and challenges. So we should be very broad-minded to explore the solutions we can find in our everyday problems. And innovations are growing these days. many kind of AI and ML models and ML innovations that can solve a simple problem in your daily life. It is also an ML model. Don't be like it is a simple model that can solve a simple problem. Unless and until it is unsolved, then it will be a new thing that the society will should learn into it. It should be transparent manner. And I conclude this future is ours to shape. These lines are very much important, like the advancement in artificial intelligence and machine learning. It should be very responsible to use these technologies. We should be very responsible, and we can unlock the solutions to many problems in our day-to-day life, and create a better future and generations to come. So these will be the endless possibilities of AI and ML that we have to offer. So I would like to share some links to you, that some popular AI tools that I use, that would be helpful for you. I guess these links will be shared to you.
You can share it in the chat so that everybody can
Yes, sir. Yes.
pick it up. Thank you.
So whimsical.com is a platform that where you can create your own flow charts. For example, let me sign in. This platform is a very good platform that I use regularly. We can create a board or chart or flow chart that in every kind of topic that we need. And as you all know that GPT, we are using GPT, chat GPT as our search engine these days. We actually forgot the Google search bar. Some people are totally forgotten about the Google search bar these days. Everyone are just jumping into GPT, and it has become more popular. And Gemini, when we say into Gemini, this model is a recently developed model, and where there are more advanced model like GPT. In GPT, we have GPT 4 and 5 upcoming. In Gemini also we are having models. In Gemini, it is we can create our own API key. We can use it for our own purposes. Unlike GPT, we can get the API key for free from this Gemini, and we can use it in our purposes, for our purposes. When we, for example, when we are going to develop some web pages, we can use this Gemini API over there. So let's see what this whimsical.com platform. It is here to create your board and a document or folder, or simple things. For example, let me actually I search for some robot operating systems about how actually I was starting to learn this ROS, that is robot operating system. So I just asked this AI tool to create a flowchart of what all should I cover. So this model gave me these kind of contents, that is introduction, architecture, components, so and so, this and that. So this is a wonderful, what to say this. It is a good platform we can use, whimsical.com. I am sharing it now. And GPT, as you all know, and Gemini, we all know that. So this gamma thing, so it is somewhat special one. as I created my own presentation now, I use this Gamma to make this presentation. So this is what I was sharing with you guys. So we can just use this presentation tool uh, for free itself. It provides a free user account, and it can generate presentations up to 10 pages. So when we are going more than 10 pages, it asks for a upgradation key. So in this website, that is Logo AI, we can develop and create our own logos. It will be very easy manner to create a logo. And this iPrite.com, iPriteAI.com is a personal assistant where it works like a GPT itself. It can write your homework, give you some text and documentation contents, and it can be able to respond to an email. It can do much more flexible things like auto write, expert writing assistant, explaining like IM5. These features are developed, and these features are developed for the kids to understand. Is this complex thing into a simple thing? So these kind of websites are much more interesting. I would like to share these things. These websites are always it is free to use. Right. So here, this thing is exactly like a Chat GPT, but it is offered by Google. That is aistudio.google.com, where we can able to create prompts and new charts. So as I said, we can get API key and embed this key into our web page or something we are going to create. It's so much useful. And unlike this GPT, we can we can share images and get the content what this image is about saying about. We can get these kind of activities using this Google AI Studio. And I would like to share my profile and contact details over here. Okay, so I guess I have shared enough details on this webinar session of understanding the key AI ML concepts in our everyday life. So it is my gratitude to thank the computer chapter, that is Computer Society of India Coimbatore chapter, for giving me this great opportunity to interact with the students and IA professionals and other faculty members over here. So it is my respect and gratitude to thank you, Coimbatore Computer Society of India Coimbatore chapter. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Alvin. Now it's time for the Q&A, and most of the doubts, whatever the people have posted in advance through the registration
Yes.
form, we have clarified. Let me present the questions. Right now, I'm going to project the questions on the screen, so that you'll be able to answer them one by one.
Yeah, sure. Yes.
Yeah. Now I'm going to share the screen. You can stop sharing. Dear participants, what is being projected here is the list of questions that we received from the participants at the time of registration, for which now Alvin will be answering or providing more details about the queries that are posted here. Mr. Alvin, now we can proceed. For
Yes,
most of the
Alvin.
questions you have already answered, and if you feel certain questions can be highlighted, you can do it.
Yeah, okay. So let's just take this first question of explain how ML is used in water resource management. In water resource management, when we take some sensors of data that it has collected, so we are going to monitor water, the water flow, and what kind of minerals and how the water quality is maintained, the turbidity of these sensors using turbidity of this waters using the some sensors like water sensor and turbidity sensors. So by collecting these data, and we are going to put these data into a structured supervised learning form, that is structured data, and we can go through those data into an ML model, and we can train a model like prediction of how far the water is purified and how far the water is not unclean, how far the water should be purified, and we can get these kind of predictive analysis through the ML models. I guess this answer would be satisfying for that question. And they need guidance placement for an AI developer. So in terms of placement, as I said, no one will be losing their jobs when AI is coming into field. When a person knows how to control and how to communicate with an AI model and how to train a model, that person will never lose his job. Unless and until he gets old or he couldn't communicate with a model, he won't lose his job. So in terms of placement, that a person should be well known in programming languages and understanding concepts, mathematical concepts of how a data is being collected. And uh, for example, when we take a data scientist, he or he knows what kind of data are available and how it is collected and how far it will be required for a model to train in. So how quantum network is implemented, how AI business. Yes, AI in businesses like Outlook, Microsoft Outlook, Office. Actually, I use Microsoft Outlook, and there we can generate our own reply for a particular email. We can generate a professional email using this AI that Microsoft Outlook is offering. If AI replace our work, what will we do? AI won't. AI will replace some works. Yes, that is for fine. And what we will do is, as a techie guys, we should be fine tuning those AI models that can do better things from that particular presenting. We can fine tune those models. We will be busy fine tuning them. And GDSE establishment. Okay. So I am a GDSE lead in my college, that is KG College of Arts and Science. So here I was selected as a Google Developer Student Club's lead, and we give guidance to our children, our students, about the recent technologies. And this GDSE community is open to everyone in our college. That is a tech person or a non-tech person. They can learn about new things. That is for now time being, we are running into the generative AI study jams. We are organizing those kind of things. So in a college, when a GDSE lead is elected, he or she will be having sessions with the people or the students to gain them or train them with new technologies and offered by Google and other domains. Job opportunities. Job opportunities as AI and ML beginners. So when you're a beginner, you should don't just look for a job or opportunities. In my perspective view, a beginner can develop much more smaller things, and he can fine tune a model that he or she developed into a bigger model. So this will be helping an individuals to walk through into a startup or a company, as India is growing much more faster into startup companies. So why should we always be a employer or a employer into a company where we can create our own solutions for the problems? So that is my perspective view. Coming innovations and new innovations in terms of automation industries, as I said, that self-driving cars, that the electric vehicles, EVs, and self-driving cars will be more for deeper into this society in the upcoming futures. Using ChatGPT for all work in future, everyone will be lazy. Actually, some people, that is the prompt we are going to give into the GPT matters. So every prompt that we are going to give, is it simplified or it is a complex one? When it is a simplified manner, we can use a Google search, or when it is a complex or a mathematical calculation, we can go with chat GPT. But using chat GPT for every work will turn uh, perfectly turn a person into somewhat lazy, I guess. But using chat GPT to grow your skills and manage your time will make a person strong. It won't make a person lazy. So it depends on how you are going to use a GPT model. And MNCs used learning process. The learning process that MNCs use are actually based on their purpose. There are many models like NLP, LLMs, uh, yeah, linear regression algorithms. So it is based on MNCs only. So highlight some areas where careful implementation. So careful implementation of AI and ML is needed in the area of healthcare sectors, where we are going to deal with real humans and organisms. So there, in particular field, that AI and ML implementation must be very careful, and it should be very careful at that moment. So what is an LLM? So LLM refers to large language models. For example, when we take, and what can we say in example? For example, we take GPT. Large language model is trained with many vast datas, and how a person will speak, how a person will ensure it is a prompt. So these kind of data are trained into LLM models, and these data are being pushed into an ML model and outcome as, for example, like ChatGPT or personal assistant. So I guess I have completed these kind of questions. Yeah,
Thank you, Mr. Alvin, for
thank you, sir.
taking time to clarify the doubts that are raised by the participants. And Maja, this is just a consolidation of the questions that were received previously, and many of the members have posted the same here also. Most of the questions are almost the same.
Okay, sir.
And there is a question from Mr. Jagdish Kumar. He is asking, data mining task is used in both supervised and unsupervised learning. Will you be able to provide some information on that?
Okay, sir. Actually, is this a question or?
Now, he has just given us a comment. If you are able to provide some information on that, that would be better.
Okay, sir.
At least an example.
Yeah. So in data mining tasks, For example, what can we say? So, for example, when we take a data mining, so it has many kind of large, vast data over there. So it will be coming under both supervised and unsupervised also. So when we take a supervised algorithm, it will be following some linear regression concepts, where the training phase will be the data set that includes the both input and output what we are going to get through a data mining, and the prediction phase once the model is trained, it can how far it can predict precisely of the data mining can be done. In terms of unsupervised learning, when we get many data that is vast and in a different format, or in a different kind of format, these data can be trained into using unsupervised learning, where that some kind of LLM, sorry, some kind of models, that is unsupervised models, can be used to train these data and create a better data mining process. So I guess this will be
Thank you,
more
Mr.
effective.
Thank you, Mr. Alvin, for
Thank you,
your
sir.
time in sharing your experience and expertise about machine learning and artificial intelligence in our day-to-day life. And thanks for all your clarifications. Now we'll move on to the next segment, where the questions were already projected. And now I invite our secretary, Dr. E.K. Girisan, to propose vote of thanks.
Thank you, Maharajan. Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are very much audible.
Okay. Good evening to one and all. I am privileged to propose the vote of thanks on behalf of the Computer Society of India, Coimbatore chapter. For today's webinar, we had an overwhelming registrations, but we were close to 100 in today's virtual gathering, for which I convey my gratitude to each and every participant. Mr. Alvin Guilford had delivered a wonderful talk during the past 1 hour, highlighting the use of artificial intelligence and machine learning in our day-to-day life. He is the lead at Google Developer, and is also the president of Entrepreneurs Club at his institution, where he is pursuing his final year graduation in KG College of Arts and Science. He has also done many projects, and my special reference was I had seen a project on kindness, and today he has deliberated on how AI and ML can be used to solve our problems and give solutions to make our life more inspiring. Alvin, I take this opportunity to thank you for your technical talk rendered today. My thanks to his institution also for providing him with the support, his principal, the management of KG College of Arts and Science. My thanks to the faculty members and students from various institutions who had gathered today in the virtual gathering to attend today's webinar, and who had got benefited out of this event. My gratitude to all management committee members of CSI, chairman for his special address, vice chairman for welcoming the virtual gathering. A special thanks to Dr. Maharajan, the MC member of CSI, and our office staff, Mr. Durvesh, who took time in making the event a grand success. Please be informed about our forthcoming sessions, which our chairman was focusing on. Once again, I thank you all for being with us. Thanks to all once again.
Thank you, sir.
Just to
Thank
add
you,
upon, just to add upon, I would like to extend a special thank you to Dr. Maharajan. His keen eye for talent led him to identify Mr. Alvin Guilford, a truly exceptional speaker from his own college at KG College of Arts and Science. Dr. Maharajan's efforts as our Master of Ceremony also helped ensure a smooth and a very engaging event. And Alvin captivated the audience with his insights. Despite being a final year student, his knowledge and passion for the field were truly impressive. His presentation provided a clear, engaging, and practical approach to applying these powerful technologies in our daily lives. Thank you once again.
Thank you so much, sir.
Dear participants, in the beginning itself, our chairman, he mentioned about the forthcoming meeting. We'll keep you informed about the forthcoming sessions and also the other activities that are going to be planned and conducted. And there are, few queries that were, posted in the chat window. Mainly, people were asking for real life examples, which were covered by Mr. Alvin. And there are also, queries about certain tools that are needed. And also, people were asking about uh, a clear picture about artificial intelligence. One, Ms. Gauri Priya, she was asking about it. Basically, this is a session to ignite the fire among all the participants so that we receive these kind of comments. And this will help us to plan our future sessions. If someone is asking about a clear idea about artificial intelligence, probably a workshop or a eye-opener session on artificial intelligence will be conducted, and so on. So participants, thank you very much for your active participation and listening, and hope every one of you have posted your feedback. If not, please submit your. So that you'll be able to get benefited out of. Thank you very much. Dear participants, please stay tuned. We'll keep you informed in the near future about the events that are going to happen. Submit your feedback. Dhruvesh sir, we can end the meetings. Dear participants, thank you. You all can leave the meeting now. We'll be closing the windows.